What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the On the Stoop podcast.
Stoop gang.
As always, I'm with my guys. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourself, fellas.
Hey, this P-Walk.
Hey, this JP.
It's Kev.
It's your boy G Money. What's happening?
And as always, I'm your host, JD, and we back in it, bitch, man. What's up, y'all boys, man? Y'all boys all right?
Hey, we
cooling.
good, full strength.
Cooling.
You know, just a black man trying to make it in America.
You ain't making it then.
Yeah.
Depends on who you ask.
Nah, yeah. I know G wasn't making it today the way he was munching on them chips.
No,
He eat all day till he got on the pod.
I ain't gonna lie. I had an excellent dinner, my boy. I just needed, a little something to put on my stomach while we was gonna be drinking. So,
Nigga,
the
way you was chomping on them chips, I was like, God damn, this nigga ain't ate for 3 days.
You sound like the owl on the Tootsie Roll Pop commercial.
Hey,
He was
bro. 1, 2, 3. No, it's just the chips fresh, bro. You know how they crunch when they fresh, bro. You can't be quiet on no chips when they fresh. Everybody,
Either that jit that was munching on the Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah. First of all,
Hey,
bro,
man, every time I come across that video, bro, that's diabolical, dog.
Bro, chewing Jolly Ranchers is crazy.
Yeah, that nigga is a Pokemon.
That's diabolical, bro.
I mean, it only come in second to sucking on Starburst, because that's kind of...
We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. We are not doing this, right? But chewing Jolly Ranchers is wicked work.
I don't know, on a scale it's TBD as far as which one is worse.
Nah, chewing Jolly Ranchers is worse.
Nah, crunching on Jolly Ranchers like there's some Skittles is worse, bro.
Chewing Jolly Ranchers is worse.
I would say
That's
Jolly
crazy,
Ranchers is
dog.
worse, but the sucking on Starburst might be a close second.
I don't think that was real. Was he really chewing on them like that? There's no way you can chew a Jolly Rancher.
He was fucking them bitches up. He's talking about some, man, I can't believe this thing give me no blue raspberry. Like, bitch, we not gonna look past the way you eating this shit like it's popcorn, nigga. Like, this shit crazy,
I
bro.
think it's possible to eat them like that.
I know that.
Honest. Like I second guess.
It's possible.
I know that nigga.
He got young
look like
teeth,
broken
bro.
glass.
That shit is.
His teeth look like broken glass. I'm pretty sure, bro.
If they aren't already,
He was definitely
on his way. He well on his way.
As a kid, that nigga had silver teeth. I can tell.
I'm pretty sure.
But like, come on though. Like when you see a nigga doing egregious things with their teeth, like you seen the niggas like eating the chicken bones whole. Like y'all ever seen those videos where the niggas was crunching the chicken bones whole, like they wasn't eating the.
Them niggas usually Nigerian, bro. Them niggas hunt gazelle for a living, bro. That's why they can chew on chicken bone like that, though.
Where are people from that chew off the beer bottle caps?
Who does that? What side of Instagram are you on where you saw that?
I've seen that happen.
You never seen somebody like bite the edge of a cap?
I've seen that happen. And if your teeth are that strong,
I've never seen a man do that.
If your teeth are that strong and they don't break, you could probably eat a jean jacket. I believe it. I think that you could eat a jean jacket if you could pop a bottle cap off of a beer, a whole beer, like a glass bottle. If you can pop that top off of there with your teeth, you could probably chew a jean jacket.
They got people that could do that?
Yeah,
I've seen
it happen.
I've seen people do that too.
I've seen it happen
in person.
Yeah. For the beer bottle, I end up putting that shit on the end of a table and hitting it, and then let the thing pop off. To imagine me doing that with my teeth, bro, that shit hurt. Just thinking about it.
I could use my ring to pop it off, but even then, that's in dire circumstances if you ain't got no bottle opener. But like, I have never pressed a Corona up against my teeth and yanked down on it and broke the bottle off of it or broke the top off of it.
Nigga, I've never even thought about doing that shit. I ain't finna fuck up my teeth, bro.
Now, when you're talking about the Jolly Ranchers, I'm sure you could take a Jolly Rancher out and set it on the ground and hit it with a hammer and you mess up the concrete.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah.
The only time I bit through a whole Jolly Rancher was getting a chest tattoo. That was the only time I ever did that, and I was in pain. It was the only time I ever did that, and that was because I was.
Why the fuck was Why was you eating Jolly Ranchers while getting a tattoo, nigga? What do you be doing, bro? What's going on, dog?
I ain't gonna lie. Like,
talk about this, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was
Yo,
younger,
a nigga can't even have candy during the tattoo.
When I was younger, I was the side quest king, bro. I used to just do stuff, and now y'all be like, "Oh, you at home?" Yes, because I used to be outside, and I needed to go in the house, and I'm glad I'm back home now.
And you was the one that was the one eating Pop Rocks and drinking Pepsi at the same time.
Four Loko.
Oh shit!
I drank Four Loko, so that should tell you what kind of person I used to be in my 20s. I'm so glad I changed my life.
We're gonna go into the because last week I had it at the end of the episode, but it probably should have been earlier. Is the Subway takes, and the reason I picked this one is because I actually was talking to my cousin about something similar to this, not exactly this, but something similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Yeah.
So what's your take?
Eggs do not need seasoning.
100% disagree.
Eggs do not need seasoning. I learned this the easy way. No, the hard way. I learned this by mistake. So I was in the kitchen moving fast, cooked the eggs. Now it's time to eat them. I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't even put seasoning in this. What was I thinking? But then I said, wait a minute. I ate the eggs and it was good. I said, wow, this whole time raised to put extra stuff. People cheese in it, scrambled.
Salt?
You don't need nothing. It's supposed to taste delicious. It needs to be healthy.
You're a raw dog and eggs.
You got a raw dog a lot of stuff because we out here playing. We eating food. We make us do this. That's not food. Oh, I want to slap your mama. You do not need to eat that food. You only doing the extra stuff because that's what you've been taught to. You've been brainwashed thinking you got to do that with your food. My friend came over to my house and got mad because I didn't have hot sauce. I don't need hot sauce, boo. The food is good without the hot sauce. You got to get your mind out of this whole propaganda of needing hot sauce. Food is just supposed to fuel you. It's not supposed to make you sing. It's not supposed to make you dance. It's not supposed to make you want to slap your mama. It's not supposed to run your credit card because you buying $200 worth of food every day on Uber Eats. Okay.
All right.
This hoe can't cook.
I don't think it's that she can't cook. In one way, she trusts her cooking a lot more that she don't need the extra seasonings.
And I don't even eat eggs like that, but I know you got to put something on the bitch. Your eggs just taste like eggs, nigga. That don't sound good.
Salt and pepper.
I think salt and pepper is a minimum. Like, not a minimum. Actually, salt and pepper is the maximum because I hate when somebody want to put the 4 horsemen in some eggs, bro. Like, just give me salt and pepper and call it a day, bro.
Hey, onion powder and garlic powder go in everything, bro. I don't care what you say.
I used to cook my eggs with that. I used to throw garlic powder, onion powder, whatever. And after a while, I used to have it so much, and I used to develop this nasty aftertaste in my mouth. Like, I don't like this. Salt and pepper. That's it.
It was the garlic powder that was giving you an aftertaste. But
I don't eat eggs, so
the first part of the conversation is actually what I was talking with my cousin about because I told him he had a post about something like you don't put stuff on eggs. And I agree because I only do salt and pepper. And I thought I was such a conservative when it came to eggs because I don't like omelets. I don't see how people put all the extra stuff in eggs. Like, just give me the eggs. Don't put mushrooms. Don't put spinach, tomatoes.
No bell peppers, none of that.
No. Just give me the eggs. You playing around.
It depends on what I'm doing. But for the most part, if I'm just making scrambled eggs as a part of breakfast, salt, pepper, garlic is all you really need.
You don't need the garlic.
Nah, you kind of do.
You don't.
But I really like garlic though. No, you're right. Salt and pepper is all you need, but I really like garlic. I'm a big garlic fan. So salt, pepper, garlic, just keep it simple. I used to season my eggs up and do all this other stuff with it, but it's like that's really unnecessary. Just salt, pepper, garlic is all you need, and maybe some cheese if you freaky.
Yeah, I think salt, pepper, cheese is like the maximum. Like salt, pepper, and then a little bit of sprinkled cheese. That's it. I don't need
cheese is a step too far.
You think cheese is too far?
No.
Yeah,
garlic is too far.
You gotta look.
A T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape.
Eggs, salt, and pepper.
You just And like I said, I don't eat eggs because I don't like scrambled eggs. 'Cause I don't like the texture. I can't get past the texture. But when you cooking your eggs, you just salt and pepper, and that's it.
That's really all you need.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper.
You don't.
I use
no
the
cheese, no nothing.
I freaks
Especially-
mines with cheese.
I mean, I eat them both ways. Like I'll eat them over medium and I'll eat them scrambled, one of the two. But you can't do that with like medium or sunny side up. You can't really do it with
P-Walk like his eggs to skeet. I don't like that.
Nah,
I don't like sunny side up.
I
but
like
do like
over
medium.
medium. I like over medium too, and that just needs salt and pepper. But like scrambled
Maybe
eggs,
on a
I like
breakfast
putting
sandwich.
cheese.
What is over
Maybe on a
medium? That's when
breakfast
you
sandwich,
cut it
I
and
do.
all that yellow shit come out, bro. All the that's what that is.
It's when a
No,
little
you
bit
just
tender.
don't scramble it
It's
and
more
you flip
cooked.
it over.
It's more cooked than over easy. Yeah, it's more cooked than over easy.
Yeah. So basically what
That's
you
not
do
bad.
is you crack it in the skillet and then flip it. You don't scramble it. You just crack it in the skillet, flip.
Yeah. And sunny side up is the eggs you see on TV whenever
Yeah.
the main character don't have time to eat breakfast and it's just sitting on the counter. It's the sunny side up.
Trash.
Okay,
That's
trash.
And,
crack that
and that's
shit
the
in.
reason why that
They
nigga left it. Yeah, that's the reason why the
They
nigga
got all
left it.
that food and they just go grab some toast and the apple or some shit. Them the eggs that be on
Yeah.
there.
Basically.
That's why they
Okay.
left him on the table. That is
got a full
exactly why they
spread.
left him on the table.
He got a full spread, grabbing an apple and some toast. Like you got
With no jelly.
If you
No
don't make the
jam.
eggs right, throw the whole breakfast in the garbage.
that's a funny
I don't
trope
trust
too, 'cause
nothing else you do. You don't make your eggs right.
every time somebody do that where they leave the kitchen and it's a room full of food, they always take a bite out of the toast before they leave. Like they mid bite every single
Why
time.
you grabbing that though? Toast is like the worst part of breakfast.
Because it's the one thing they can carry out that make it seem like they're not gonna stand there.
You need toast.
You can carry out bacon. You can carry out whatever, but that's a part. Like if it's toast on your at your breakfast table, nigga, nobody can make waffles and nobody can make pancakes or French toast. That's what like it's something wrong with y'all. Like,
nah,
just,
I mean,
heat this bread up. We ain't gonna do nothing to it, but heat your bread up. Heat this bread up and put some jelly on it, nigga. Like that just means you ain't have time for waffles or pancakes.
Yeah,
or French
because
toast.
it's a tier list of effort when it comes to breakfast. If your starch is toast, you didn't have no time. If it's pancakes, you had a little bit of time. If it's waffles, you had a little bit more time, and then French toast take the most time.
You had the most time. You know what? I never thought about it like that, but you are 100% right. Like if I got time for French toast, I got time
I don't
for
reach
a lot
for
of
toast.
shit.
I don't make toast. Right. I don't make
Toast
toast.
has never been a part of my breakfast. French or not, nigga. I ain't
A little
nigga, if
toast,
it's got
a little
toast in the name,
with,
nigga, it's not on my
butter?
table, bro.
A little toast with butter? Ooh.
Why the fuck would I want that?
Yeah, toast with butter.
Nigga,
We're not gassing that up. Like that's a lazy. A lazy nigga's way out the carbs.
If I got eggs and bacon, I got a little toast with butter. I might throw a little piece on the toast with butter. Eat that. Eat the toast by itself.
Make a sandwich, nigga. Make a sandwich.
Man,
that's the only way bread should be
involved.
I don't want
make
two
a
pieces
sandwich.
of toast.
Nigga.
Nah.
Make a sandwich, nigga. Well, like no one wants to see that. No one wants to see a ghetto tostada at breakfast. Make a sandwich. Like what are we doing?
I do, nigga.
That's my biggest gripe when it comes to like when I'm with Liz and we somewhere in Miami or whatever, and it's like a Cuban breakfast because it's all just like salty foods. It's not like a mixture. They got the ham, the bacon, toast, the eggs, the Cuban bread. Like it's all this stuff
you
like
tripping,
that.
Man. You take all that shit and put that on that Cuban bread, bro. That's a good breakfast right there, bro.
It is.
Make a sandwich.
Takes up all the salt.
Cuban bread. Damn.
Little butter on the bread, make a sandwich. You got a whole sandwich. You got all the ingredients right there. That's a breakfast Cuban.
But they don't have the savory. They don't have the sweet. They don't have.
But this nigga like Raisin Bran. Why we arguing with him?
Man, pour a little syrup inside that sandwich, bro. You'll be right. There you sweet, go right there, bro. Sweet and savory.
Why we arguing with P-Walk? We've never seen P-Walk eat anything good, bro. Like we've never seen this nigga eat anything that's bad for you. So why we arguing with this nigga, bro? Like this way, he's like, oh, eggs. I only like salt and pepper on my eggs. You probably eat egg whites.
I had fries on pizza at the alley the other day, the bowling house.
I don't believe you. I didn't see it. I don't believe you. I didn't see you eat anything. I saw you drink a little bit of
nasty ass food.
I saw you drink a little bit of beer. That's all I saw you drink. And I think you scraped the foam off the top of it. So like we can't trust you. We've never seen you eat anything, bro. We've never seen you eat anything bad, bro. I'm starting to think you're an android, bro.
Getting in the Florida man.
Florida. Just make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida man.
What's Florida man?
Florida man.
All right, so we got a couple of them this week, like 2 or 3. So the first one is let me see. Let me go back. The first one is mom sues Central Florida clinic after giving birth to the wrong baby.
Huh?
So after
Houseway.
giving birth last month, a Florida mother is now suing an IVF clinic after it turned out the baby wasn't hers. The lawsuit says that the couple began working with a fertility center of Orlando last March. It said the Jane Doe had an embryo implanted into her with what she believed to be her and her husband's genetic material. Just a couple weeks before Christmas last month, she successfully gave birth to a baby girl, but the baby wasn't the color they expected.
It makes me wonder, did they get in? Or maybe it makes me wonder, did they get? Man, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
I was wondering how they knew at first. And this makes sense. So it says tragically, while both Jane Doe and John Doe are racially Caucasian, the baby Doe displayed the physical non-Caucasian child.
So here the thing, she definitely was fucking some black dude while on that fertility meds, bro. And now she's trying to just shift the blame.
Okay. Hold on.
I was thinking it.
Hold on. Because my question is this: I'm like, did they test the baby?
They did. So it says, according to the couple, the discovery caused them to seek out genetic testing, which revealed that the baby had no genetic relationship with either parent.
Okay, so she ain't do it. So they put the wrong embryo in somebody else skeet with it, and they grew a baby that belonged to some niggas, and not her.
It didn't say that. It just said the physical.
No, that baby was a nigga, bro. Trust me, and it shocked both of them.
The baby could be Chinese too. That's the one that you be like that baby look like Bruce Lee. I can't fuck with it.
You wouldn't be. You wouldn't be able to tell right away unless the baby was black, because I was there. My children are very fair skinned and they look like white men when they were born. So,
nigga, no, they didn't. You could tell by the texture of the hair, nigga. No, they didn't. They was light skinned, but you could tell from the hair that they wasn't Caucasian, bro.
Nah, the second one was right skinned.
Yeah, they look like the bosses of the job.
Like my son, my youngest, Kari, is Colombian. So I can see why they was looking at that kid like that's whose black baby is that?
Nigga came out and said, niggas said, "Hey, yo, Babo."
While the couple would willingly keep the baby girl in their care, they also recognize she should be given to her genetic parents, assuming they can take care of her.
Give her back to the niggas.
It doesn't even make sense though.
You can't do that baby here. Get that baby back to her parents.
Yeah, but even then, it's not like her parents were expecting to have her right now. Like they just had it on stock at the IVF facility, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's how that works, but I think they took eggs and specimen from the man and the woman and then put it in Shorty, but I think they got them mixed up. They got the specimen and the eggs mixed up, and they grew a black baby inside this lady, and she was like, why is my baby darker than almond on the paint chart?
It just sounds like this prime for an episode of a show or a TV series that come out in 20 years.
Real. Maury would have ate
these
this
motherfuckers
up.
finna get paid. This lawsuit gonna go crazy, bro.
Yeah, they gonna win this one. Fairer and fairer. Morgan and Morgan.
For the people.
All right, the next one is woman injured by toilet paper dispenser at racetrack near I-75. So
I'm intrigued.
So a Georgia woman filed a lawsuit
I-75
against an Ocala gas station, alleging that a trip to the restroom ended in significant injuries caused by a malfunctioning toilet dispenser. It says, according to the complaint, the woman was in the restroom attempting to retrieve the toilet paper from a metal recessed dispenser when the unit's unlocked cabinet door abruptly swung open. The components of the dispenser struck the woman's ankle, resulting in severe injury. She claimed that the gas station was negligent in failing to maintain the premises in a reasonably safe condition.
It's a gas station bathroom.
Damages in $50,000.
All because she got bumped in the ankle?
Yep.
Was her ankle broken?
Significant injuries is what it said.
I want to know what the significant injury is. Because if you got a little bruising around your ankle, I mean, we got that from razor scooters.
Now, she had a burgeoning athletic career and she tore her Achilles.
Cap. That's cap.
Yeah, but she said
that's cap. And I hope she loses. This is petty.
$50,000?
It says, what does it say? Up to 50 or at least 50?
Man, get the fuck out of here.
She is seeking damages in excess of $50,000.
This is petty. I hope she loses.
It's the threshold that moves the case to circuit court.
Damn.
But
this is petty. I hope she loses.
People try to sue for anything. You got them people that used to fall and slip in department stores all the time when they didn't have the signs around.
Hey, listen, I got a cousin. I got a cousin that hit 2 Walmarts and a Publix. That nigga done won over $800,000. He good at it.
Shit.
He done ran it up on their ass.
800.
Don't you legitimately have to be injured?
Hey,
you would think so.
I would say you do.
I guess you injured until you.
I would say you do because I would say you do because you got to go to therapy, you got to do all of that stuff. So that's really why they end up suing, because you got to go to get all that medical attention. You got to go to therapy because that's what your lawyer gonna tell you to do. When you hire a lawyer, you can say, "Hey, go to therapy, go get all this stuff checked out. Prove that you got injury and all that other stuff." So that's really what the money is supposed to be for. Therapy, for back pay for the therapy and all the other stuff that you needed done.
All that. And so they get found out when they get to court and somebody tell them they can't Tootsie Roll.
Pretty much.
Was that what he was doing? Was that what he was doing? I forget which dance he was doing.
Look, y'all, I can't do boots on the ground no more.
All right. The last Florida man. TikTok challenge lands Florida man in jail for trying to spend the night in a Walmart after it closed.
Hey, he's probably our age. Cause we used to 24-hour Walmarts. They took that away from us.
It says the Florida man was busted.
No, that ain't no excuse. Walmart ain't been 24 hours in about 5 years, bro.
It's been a little while.
He couldn't let it go.
Damn, it has been that long, hasn't it?
Since COVID.
Couldn't let it go.
6 says a Florida man was busted in the dog bed section of Walmart after deputies say he was live streaming himself on TikTok.
Nigga.
Trying to stay in the store for hours.
In the dog bed section got me, bro. I'm sorry.
According to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, the caller said that there was a man in the store who was actively live streaming to TikTok after the business had closed for the night. They went into the store and found Isaac Hurley in the dog bed section. They said he wanted to get money from TikTok views while completing the challenge. While inside the store, they said he also removed an iPhone charger from his packaging. He was charged with burglary of an occupied structure and petty theft.
Go to jail.
I guess he wouldn't have been arrested for that much if he hadn't took that charger.
This is the side of social media that I hate the most about today's society. It's like niggas are willing to do the most stupidest things for attention, bro. Just to get people to look at their content and like their content. That is the dumbest part of our society nowadays. I hate that.
I mean, it's worse on social media than that, because we're going to get into one thing a little bit later.
No, for sure. You're right about that. But but this is how it starts. This is how it starts. And they start doing stupid stuff like this. And then, then it just escalates from there. And now you put your life on the line. Like, you remember the people was licking the toilet seats, calling it the COVID challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like it was stuff like
Yeah.
they were licking handrails. They were just doing stuff to try to transmit COVID just for attention. And I just really don't like that part of our society.
You also had Boonton Gang that was doing crazy stuff at
Boonton Gang.
Oh yeah.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, the one nigga that was like, squad, put him in the coffin. He was funny. I ain't gonna lie. He was funny. He was still doing a lot of stupid stuff, but he was just like jumping on stuff and, you know, just messing up places. But I don't like that part of our society. It's like people are willing to do anything for attention.
Everybody want their 5 minutes of fame, bro.
It's not even fame. Like, and and a lot of times it doesn't even produce fame. It just produces a moment where you get a lot of attention and then it's over with. And you're always chasing that.
That's all this generation care about, bro. They care about going viral.
And it's like you gotta keep going viral, so you gotta keep doing stupid stuff, and you gotta keep putting yourself in a position to exploit yourself or people you love or people around you for attention. And I just really don't like that.
Wasn't that like that couple that just broke up? Because wasn't they always doing something for like not attention?
You talking about? I think buddy name is Desmond and the old girl. I think he was a chef, and then I don't know what the fuck she did other than make them.
She just annoyed
videos,
him.
Bro.
She just did shit to annoy him. No, that's it.
I just don't like that, bro. I don't like this part of our society. I think niggas' MAC addresses should just start getting reported to the police and they should get arrested. Like, I just do. Like, lock these niggas up, bro.
You said the MAC addresses, bro?
Yeah, just get them by the MAC address. You know where it's at. You can triangulate the location and go grab these niggas and lock them up.
All right.
It's all entertainment, G. You already know.
But it's not. It's not entertaining at all. It's not.
It's not entertaining to us, but to them younger niggas, bro, that's entertaining to them, bro. That's what they like. We not the target audience, bro.
And they reshare it, repost it, remake it, tag it. It goes on.
I hate it here.
All these social media platforms ain't really for us no more, bro. They phasing our generation out of this shit, bro. It's all about the younger generation now. Everything you see is tailored towards them, bro.
Bro, I had to let Makai know that he not watching no more YouTube. Like, that's over with. YouTube is gone for you.
It's over with, period.
Done.
He did something, or it was more just you saying he can't go on it?
Nah, he did something. And I was trying to let him live. I was trying to stall him out, you know, like give him a little bit of leeway and let him watch YouTube. But I noticed his behavior and his attention. He just ain't. Whenever he being influenced by YouTube, it always has adverse effects on his behavior in the real world. And that was the only correlation that I could really make, because he was doing really good for a while, and then like he'll have some days where he'll have some setbacks, and you know, but I noticed that those setbacks start happening when I start letting him, you know, watch YouTube, because he loves YouTube. And you know, they have like the families that have those channels where it be all of them and they just be doing random stuff in the house, and he likes to watch that stuff, and he's like super into like Ronaldo and Messi right now, like the soccer players. And I'm just like, bro, why you idolizing these niggas? They regular niggas, bro. They just play soccer. Like, what? You never met them before.
Hey,
like, why are you
can't really say that, bro. When we do the same thing with the athletes we a fan of, bro. At that age, we was doing that shit with Jordan, Kobe, D Wade, LeBron.
No, you're right. Shit, you're right. But as a kid, you know, he's a kid, and I try to like put that, those are the athletes that he's really into. So it wasn't really so much about the athletes, but it's more so about his behavior. Like, as I start letting him watch YouTube, because when they start watching YouTube, so much stuff comes up on YouTube. So many things are suggested on the algorithm that it's really difficult to parent that. You know what I'm saying? Because those algorithms and those videos are coming up on that algorithm so fast, and their attention span is so short. They're clicking on stuff, they learning stuff, they talking, they doing all this other stuff on Instagram, and it's very hard to parent that stuff. So I just told him, like, bro, I can tell your behavior is being influenced by what you watching. No more YouTube, dog.
And he was watching he was watching YouTube Shorts as well.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts, just YouTube in general, and I'm like, nah, bro, we done with that.
Yeah, because I've had an experience where Faith was scrolling through some YouTube Shorts, and one said every time I close that Jody started playing, man, turn that shit, man, give me an iPad.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, bro. We not raising.
Yeah,
I'm not finna let you. I'm not finna let you rot out your brain, bro. Like, I'm not about to let you do that. Like, you can't demand YouTube and you can't read that good. Like, don't piss me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be different if because my son is 6 years old. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's still learning the basics of language. You know what I mean? Like, he speaks well, he reads well, for his age, but there's other things that you could be doing and focusing on and being better in other areas than, flipping that tablet open every 5 minutes. So I don't know. That's just me. I'm sorry. That's my dad rant for the pod.
No. Hey, you valid, bro.
That's just my dad rant for the pod, bro.
So from one trial of a dad to another trial of a dad. We're about to talk about JD Cousin.
Excuse me? Oh, you talking about Ryan Davis?
Yeah, you related to somebody. Oh, Ryan Davis.
I ain't related to that nigga.
That Davis plantation big, boy.
So I don't know if this is actually the full clip. I'm going to play it. Hopefully it is the full clip of what he was talking about. So you guys have a little bit of background on what it is.
Love my dad to let me see what I can get out of here. And when she started looking at me as access to like material things.
You were an ATM. Now all of a sudden you weren't dad, you were an ATM.
Broke me. Because it was like, I only want to be around him if I can get something out of him.
So let me ask you this. Did you sit down and have a conversation? How did you come to this realization that it was, yes, this is my child, but my child only wants to be around me because of what the access that she has to things, perfume, jewelry, clothes, makeup, whatever the case may be?
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because it's like, it's heartbreaking because it's like, my daughter saved my life. My daughter.
All right, that's the first part of it.
This is such a terrible fucking take, bro. Like, your daughter's 10, first and foremost, bro. Your daughter's 10. 10-year-olds ask for shit. Little kids ask for shit. Me and my daughter went to Publix today, and as I'm walking down the aisle, she see a bunch of toys. Can I have that? Can I have that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is... But he called his daughter a gold digger, bro. Your daughter's 10.
So,
but what?
So you have to watch the clip in context, because I watched the whole
interview.
Yeah, he didn't say that. He just said that I feel like because I'm on the road, like because he co-parents and he's always on the road, so he only provides financially for his daughter. So he feels like his daughter only wants him for the financial, that she doesn't want him to be a father to her. So he's just kind of saying how he's feeling, like, I want my daughter to not only want me for what I can provide for her, but want me as a father to her as well. And he's just saying how it broke him. He didn't call her a gold digger. He just said that she now only interacts with me when she wants something. And he wants their relationship to be deeper than that. I don't think he's wrong for that.
Then it sounds like this nigga needs to do a better job of being a father. That's what that sounds like, bro.
I mean, I understand. He working though. He
working. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's his job. He's a comedian.
JP, you work, right?
Yeah, but I'm not on the road like
him, right?
Different. I always do.
It's different. It's different.
You don't see your daughter every week, right?
I don't.
But you still make sure you and your daughter life, right?
Yeah.
Then I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I'm sorry, dog. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
But that's apples and oranges. That's apples and oranges because
this
his
nigga
job
makes his own schedule, bro.
He don't make his own schedule.
When you go on the road, bro.
His schedule is more akin. His schedule is more akin to an athlete. Like, his schedule is more akin to an athlete. Of the athlete is traveling. You don't see your kids for half of the year. You know, because he's gonna be on the road. It's not like he on the road. He's like, oh, I'm in Alabama, and then after I go to Alabama, I'm gonna go back home. You're gonna go from Alabama. You're gonna
But
go to
Kev, I
Tennessee.
understand
You're gonna
that,
go to
bro.
California, and then you
I
probably gonna see your kid
understand that.
afterwards.
But if he's saying that it only feels like she wants me for the financials, that means that when you are in town, you ain't doing shit. That's what that means, bro. You ain't doing shit if all she sees you as financials, even if you spending time with her when you home.
But at the
What are you
same
doing
time,
then?
but at the same time,
That sounds
JD,
like that's the precedent you set. That's all you bring to the table.
but JD, he might have limited time though. It may be a day, maybe 2 days. We don't
Yeah,
know.
He
We
might
don't
he
know
could
have a
be a
full
date.
Disney.
context.
He could be a Disney dad for all we know. Where it's like, okay, the one time I see her, I'm gonna dedicate all my time and energy. Usually, that time and energy is going to be me spending money on her because that's when I'm in town, and I know once I do this, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna be back on the road. That's just his job.
And any part of the interview, because I didn't watch the this whole segment. Did he say anything about the relationship with the mother or anything like that?
He does. I think it's like further down in
Yeah,
there.
he says that they like it started off like they was bad, but then they're good now. You know, so it's
Right.
one of those things where it's like they were bad at first, but
Yeah.
they're good now. Like she wanted him, and then he didn't want her, and then finally when he got his life, like he got his act together, and he was like, "Hey, like I'm willing to provide for you," and she's like, "Nah, I'm good," which is her right.
G, you was about to say something?
Yeah, there's a couple things to unpack here. I don't want to minimize Ryan Davis's feelings about what he wants from his daughter or the relationship that he wants from his daughter and how he feels that how he feels about the state that it's in. I don't want to minimize that because I can empathize with that because you're like, man, I'm doing what I can and I'm not being appreciated. And I think that's the juxtaposition that a lot of fathers are at because, you know, good men aren't normally recognized until your children get older or you're dead and you're gone. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely understand how that feels. You're doing what you can. You're hustling. You're bringing in money. You're trying to do whatever it takes to be in your daughter's life the best way that you can. I don't want to minimize his feelings about feeling that, you know, I want my relationship to be more than me just buying her stuff. I want to be able to speak into her life like any father should be able to do with their daughter. So I don't want to minimize that, but I also want to highlight that, you know, what he does for a living can also be tough for a young child to understand. He's a comedian. He's on the road. So that means I can't be there every night. You know, we have regular jobs. Everybody on this podcast, we're all fathers and we have regular jobs. We have a set amount of hours that we work, and when we done with that 8, we hit the gate, as me and my dad would say. I do my 8 and I hit the gate, and then you know, and then we're normally back home, minus the commute if you have to commute. So, so how we show up to our children is very, very expected of us, right? Like. So they know where we're gonna be and when we're gonna be there most of the time because we're there every day and it's consistent. Now, for people who are entrepreneurs or athletes or comedians or entertainers or musicians or anything like that, where you have to be gone, you have to travel to get money, that is very tough for a child to understand, especially when they're around other people whose parents are there every day, who work a job and come home just like we do. So it's very, very difficult to just say, fatherhood is going to look like this for me. Spending time with my child is going to look like this for me when I got to go get the money.
Yeah, but it's
go ahead, Pete.
It's no way why he should feel like his relationship with his daughter is transactional when like he's the adult in the situation. And it's like he created he created whatever the situation is with him, his daughter with.
Exactly. He set the precedent.
Well, how I do understand that, when you don't have a lot of time with your child, and I've been cool with people who have had this kind of relationship. They've had like very truncated time with their kid, so they got to kind of do everything all at once. So you're like, man, you buying this, you buying that, you doing this, you're spending time with them because your time is so limited. right? So when he comes back in town, he comes off the road with that show money in his pocket. Yeah, I'm gonna show my daughter a good time, and she's probably looking at it as, well, you're not here all the time, and when you are here, you're spending money. So yes, I do agree with what you're saying, but that's part of being a dad too. You gonna spend that bread on your kids. You want them to have stuff. You want them to experience things, but he's not there as consistently as he would probably like to be because he has to be on the road. So all those things that we get to do, like, he don't get to just sit at home with his child and watch a movie as much as he would want to.
But
so
he can if
instead,
he
he's
wants
like,
to.
come on,
He
we
could.
gotta go. We gotta
But he,
go here because I got dates I gotta go meet. So come on, we going to Disney World, we going to skating, we doing this. I'm gonna take you shopping. I'm gonna do all this stuff because I gotta go back out of town next week.
but he could do all those things if he wanted to, and it sounds like he places value more in the money that he makes than his family or his kids.
Well, yeah, that's the juxtaposition of all of this, because if you got a whole lot of time, you ain't got a whole lot of money. And if you
Not
got a whole lot of
necessarily.
money, you ain't got a whole
You
lot
ain't
of
got a whole
time.
lot of time.
It's just whatever
the
you want to prioritize. There's no way that you would be like, all right, I'm gonna take a job over in Orlando that you got to commute 2 hours every day. Even though it
Absolutely
meant that
not.
you wouldn't get even though it meant that you wouldn't see your kids other than a couple hours on the weekend. So
Well,
he has a choice to pick what his career is, how his career looks, what travel dates he wants to do. He doesn't have
I
to
do
do.
agree with that.
So it's
I
like
do agree with that. But however, this is probably the best way he knows how to make money. And he picked this. You're right. I definitely understand what you guys are saying. He has autonomy over what you do. You have autonomy over what you do for a living, for the most part. You know, you're not pigeonholed into anything. It's just he's really good at comedy, and this is where it took him, right? And this is the easiest way for him to make a lot of money. So I understand why he gravitated towards that. But I think what he's gonna have to do is figure out how to balance this a little bit better. Like, you're gonna have to balance this a little bit better, because, like you guys said, you created this transactional, quote unquote, relationship. I don't think you lost her. She's 10 years old, bro. Like, first of all, I think you're a little off the deep end and you're in your feelings about the state of your relationship with your daughter, but I think you can fix it. And that just means you're gonna have to prioritize her more than that money. Than working. That is what it is. Sometimes you can't just say I'm going on a 20 city tour for 6 months. Sometimes you got to say no to some of that money and maybe do something in the city so you can be around your daughter, and then try not spending some money on her. Try not spending some money on her, and then just spending time with her, talking to her.
I mean, because that's more valuable than the stuff that he's buying, at least when it comes to how his daughter views it. It's just that the stuff that he's buying replaced the time in his eyes. And so now everything that she wants is transactional because she knows that he's going to get her what she wants when he comes back around.
Because I mean, in a sense, I do agree with you guys, but I just don't want to minimize his feelings, because we're all fathers here, and sometimes we don't feel appreciated.
Just saying how he feels. Yeah, he's just saying how he feels.
I don't want to minimize his feelings on
she's a gold digger because it's transactional. He's saying it hurts my feelings that it feels transactional between me and my daughter. And that shit sucks.
And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Feel how you feel. You can feel that. But why not have this conversation with your child? Why are you having this conversation with Shannon Sharp?
Why are you having? Can you have a conversation that's nuanced like that with a 10-year-old?
No. If it's your daughter, yes, you can.
No, come on now.
And then they're not going. Yes, I have a 10-year-old. I have a 10-year-old.
You can. The reason I say you can is because that's the relationship and the standards you set with your child. So if you can't have a conversation like that with your child, then what the fuck you crying about it for? Shut up about it, nigga. If you're not gonna talk to your daughter about it, and of course you're not gonna.
But that's why men gotta suffer in silence. But that's why men gotta suffer in silence with shit like that.
But they don't though. We gotta cut that shit out, Kev. We gotta cut that shit out in 2026.
I can't express how I feel about a situation because it doesn't sound correct. Like I gotta be quiet about how I feel about a situation just because, because his situation is very nuanced and one-off. Like he is out on the road majority of the time. So of course, when you are with your kid, you're gonna maximize the time. You're gonna buy her everything she wants. You're gonna do everything she wants because you know if you come home and you just try to do regular, it's like, no, I can't be regular. Her mother is with her 95% of the time. This 5% of the time, I'm gonna maximize. Does that mean that I want my daughter to live in that space of, oh, I'm only here to spend money? No, but that's just kind of the reality of it.
But Kev, you can still be regular with your child even if you're not with her all the time, even if you have to go on the road, because that is the relationship you set. Now, if you set it to where, oh well, I'm only in town so much, so whenever I'm in town, I'm just gonna drop a bag. We gonna go spend money. Then yeah, every time she see you, she gonna see, oh yeah, well, daddy finna go buy me some shit. But like G said earlier, you gotta balance that shit. Now he has to figure out how to balance that shit.
But even when because even in the podcast when he was talking about it, he was like, even when he tries to call her, she don't want to talk to him. So it's not like for lack of trying. He be on the road trying to talk to her, and she like, oh, like she's being dry with him. He's like I said, he's doing the best he can, and he's just like, yeah, should he be talking to Shannon Sharp about that? Who knows? But
yeah, Shannon Sharp is not a therapist.
But Shannon Sharp's not a therapist. But I'm also
just nosy.
I'm also not gonna expect a 10-year-old to understand the nuance of, oh, I gotta go make this money so that you can live the life that you're living.
But he should understand the nuance, and it shouldn't be him that's just like, oh, well, the daughter is the issue, or the daughter is transactional. Everything is up to his decision,
no,
his choice.
Because he has a son.
I don't know
too.
if he's
because he has a son too, and his relationship with his son isn't the same. So it's like two kids are under the same conditions, and one is transactional with me and one isn't. So of course I'm wondering why.
But the relationship with those two kids can also be different. Just because it's the same quote unquote situation, you know, daddy not around, don't mean the relationship between them two are anywhere similar. He could have a better relationship with his son because that's his son, as opposed to his daughter. Like that just is what it is, bro. You're gonna have a different relationship with both your kids. But at the same time, it still goes back to you set the precedent with your daughter spending money and your son you might be spending time.
But that's what I'm saying. But he's doing the same with both, and they're just having different outcomes. That's why he has the issue with it, because he's doing the same with both and he's having different outcomes. And
I think that's where the struggle is.
Like,
so what are the ages?
Exactly.
Like, what are the ages? Like, how long is this?
It's 8 and 10.
His son. Yeah. Okay. So they're relatively close. But how dads view or how sons view their daughters or how sons view their fathers is a lot different than how daughters view their fathers. So to JD's point, yeah, those relationships can be very different, especially if they got different moms. So those relationships can be different.
But that's what I'm saying. So in this situation, it's same mom. They share same mom and dad. They're 2 years apart. So it's not like it's one is 3 and one is 10. No, these kids are 8 and 10. There's not that much difference. He is just explaining, like, I wish my relationship with my daughter was better. And I'm not gonna poo-poo him about that.
No, I'm not. And I don't, and that's all I was saying. I do agree with you guys' points. I just don't want to minimize his feelings about it. Like, he may be going about this wrong, expressing himself to Shannon Sharp, because Shannon Sharp is just nosy. Like, let's just put that out there. That nigga's just nosy, and he is making a lot of money off of being nosy because people are coming on his platform. This is probably a conversation that he should have with his therapist and, I don't know, the child, but not so much in depth about, making it feel like it's her fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe set a new precedence, and you're going to have to work at that. That's hard to do, especially with the way you making money. You got to go get it. Like, being a comedian, you got to go get it. You got to go get the money, like literally going to get it. That means I'm in a different city every night if I'm on tour. So that's a thing, right? So when you come back, like, you're going to have to redefine the parameters of your relationship with your kids. And I'm not saying that that's easy. I don't have the answers. I don't. Yeah. All I'm saying is I empathize with how you feeling, because it's hard to feel it's hard to feel like you're more than a paycheck sometimes.
See,
like sometimes you get in those
right.
modes where I'm really just a paycheck. Y'all niggas only want me for some money. If I wasn't making money, you niggas wouldn't even respect me. And that's everybody around you. It's hard not to feel like that sometimes. So I just didn't want to minimize his feelings about it. Maybe he's going about it sitting on this podcast and talking to Shannon Sharp about it, but maybe you should be sitting in front of a therapist and trying to get real help with this and not, going on his podcast, because you ain't getting no help from that. You're just telling your business.
Yeah, but to even put that in the context, maybe, like I said, because Shannon Sharp has said multiple times, my relationships with my kids has suffered because I was dedicated to playing football. So
For sure.
He's like, yo, like I barely saw my kids, but because I was providing. So he said, I understand. So like he's just trying to reach out to somebody who is in a similar situation as him, where he's like, okay, someone who's out on the road, someone who's only provided financially. And maybe he's like, you went through this. How, like, what can I do to, how can you help me? And, I just think that that's all it is. Because Shannon Sharp has been like noticed multiple times where he's like, hey, like my relationship with my kids has been shit. Like, it's been terrible. Like, and now it's come back around. And maybe Ryan Davis has to wait. He has to wait till the kids get older till they realize, like my dad he was on the road, he was busy, and maybe we can grow this thing from here.
Yeah, because we're not them. We don't make money the way they do.
Yeah.
And and where I am, like where I'm at right now, I'm blessed. We're all blessed to be in our children's life to where we don't have to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like physically get on a flight to go get money to bring it back home and lose time with our children. So I'm thankful that I'm in the position that I'm in, even though sometimes, it feels like a lot and it feels like people don't really like, it feels like I'm not being appreciated for what I'm doing. I still remain consistent in everything that I do, because how you do some things is how you'll do everything. So I want to remain consistent in parenthood, but it doesn't mean that I don't get tired sometimes and I don't feel taken for granted. But I think that's just part of the journey. I think that's just part of the journey.
You're thankful for choices that you made to be in your child's life, like the way that it is. That's
However,
what I'm saying, is that he had the same choices no matter what kind of career path he has. At the end of the day, he had the same choices.
But I think the skill he had, was comedy. I don't think that, because a lot of those entertainers, and comedians and athletes, that's all they had. Right. So that was how they made it.
What's stopping him from saying, hey, I want my family to be a big priority in my life, so I'm only going to do gigs Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like that.
That puts a cap on the bread you can get.
Okay, it's a cap, but the cap is spent. The rest of it spent with your family. It's not. Sometimes you got to make a sacrifice for the things you think are most important. And if you think money is more important, then you go make all the money you want to make.
Nah, because then the sacrifice is like. So then the question is, am I willing to sacrifice my life with my daughter to provide a better life for her? And the answer should be yes. Like, yes, this relationship I have with my daughter is gonna
Is that a better life for her if she doesn't have a relationship with her father? That's not a life then. You should know that for your daughter.
If they have a relationship.
If my daughter's not living in the because yes, they don't have the relationship that he wants. They still have a relationship. But she's not living in the hood. She's probably in a great school. She probably will have the best opportunity for herself going forward. Whereas like, okay, the trade-off is I'm not making money anymore. And now we just gonna sit in the hood and we gonna deal with this. Like, yeah, we have this love, like, but now are you gonna resent me because I was providing before and now I can't now? So he put himself in this situation and it sucks, right? Because it's a no-win situation for him.
Yeah.
It's no win. But to me, it's like, would you sacrifice your relationship with your kids to make sure that they can have a better future going forward? Probably. In his situation.
No. I mean, no, because nobody here does that. So like it's like nobody,
because none of us are in that situation.
No, but none of us here are putting in an 80-hour week where we're doing a full-time job on top of a full-time job on purpose. So it's the same kind of decision that he had to make, where he made that his job. But that's what I'm saying. You won't do that, whether it's for your family or whether it's a personal decision. But that's the decision he made to be away from his family.
And I'm not gonna shame him for, you know, wanting to pursue his dreams of being a comedian. A lot of times, close relationships in our lives, you know, you you sacrifice those to chase your dreams. A lot of times, a lot of us aren't blessed to be able to chase our dreams with the people that we love. Sometimes you got to go on that road on your own, and you know, some of us are like, man, that's a dream.
A lot of
nigga.
things have a price.
Reality.
A lot of things have a price, and we have to ask ourselves if we're willing to pay a certain price for certain success. You know,
no,
and
I understand all that, and I would maybe agree with y'all if that nigga was still on the grind on the way up. That nigga's up now. So now you have the ability to scale back, and you know what I'm saying? Because your sales are gonna be there. So. You have his sales are gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? You going on these big tours and all that with Mike Epps and all these boys, but they ain't doing that shit all year.
He just got there, JD.
Yeah, he
didn't just get there. He's been
cooking for a while.
I'm saying
he's been cooking for a while. He got up, and the pandemic is when he got up. He been afloat for a minute, bro. Country Wayne, all them boys blew up at the same time.
First of all, Country Wayne been rich for a long time. Country Wayne's been rich for a long time. Very long time. Before comedy, Country Wayne's been rich. That's a different type of nigga. Like, that nigga owned clubs. Before social media, he owned clubs. He had all kind of stuff going on. But Ryan Davis was all comedy. That was all comedy and social media content. And now that the brand is the brand now, I don't know for this part of his career if he can just press the brakes on that. Now, he's going to have to find a balance some kind of way, and he's going to...
I'm not saying he has to pump the brakes, but I'm saying he's at a point now where he can begin to shift that balance. You know what I'm saying? Well, he ain't got to be... That nigga don't have to be on the road, you know what I'm saying, every other day, bro. Like, he, you know what I'm saying? He can scale it back. He's got a big enough.
We don't know that. We don't know that for sure.
I don't want to speak on that. I don't want to speak on that because I don't know for real. But he's going to have to find a balance. If you want your relationship with your daughter to get better, it's up to you because, like you guys said,
it's definitely
you created this. You created this, so now you need to figure out how to balance it. Pray about it, my boy.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Like, if he's chosen to scale back, like if he chose to scale back, then, you know, if he has the ability to, then sure.
Like, then probably he should do that. That is the right answer.
If this is how he's feeling, then he should scale back and try to generate that relationship with his daughter for sure.
Yeah,
you know, the way I took it originally is like him talking and complaining, like as if, like, this is just an example. Like, if he came home every day and his house was like dirty, and every day he's like, man, my house is dirty. And it's like, you live there. You can fix the situation that you in if you apply whatever solution that you want to do. You can go a bunch of different ways, but at the end of the day, you complain that your house is dirty and you live there.
I don't see it as that. I just see it as, you know, he's like, oh, the only time that my daughter talks to me is when she needs something. Right. And he's just saying
we've all felt that way.
He didn't even say she was a bad person for doing that. He just says that broke me. And if that's something that broke him, that's an emotion he's having. You know, like, I'm not gonna shame him for emotion that he's having. And I don't know if he's doing something to correct it. I can only go off of what he's doing, but, you know, it looks like he's always on the road. He's doing interviews. He's doing stand-up and all this other shit. So, yeah, he's busy. So, you know, I'm hoping that he finds the time for his daughter, you know? And at least he's trying to change it on his end.
So, summary in all of this is we're not trying to minimize how you feel about this situation because this is tough. And we all can empathize with feeling like we're underappreciated or we're just appreciated for the things that we do and not who we are and what we bring. right? So we can all empathize with that. However, the other side of that is the hard part, is you created this dynamic and you have to balance it. So that I think that's what we all saying here. I just don't want to minimize your feelings because I understand what it's like being a black man trying to take care of your kids. I understand that. So, but there are some things that you're going to have to change. So that means that you can't take all these tours and be gone all the time if you want your relationship to be more than just transactional, quote unquote, as you say, with your daughter. You got to spend some more time with your kids. You know that. We all know that. It sucks. It hurts sometimes. But you know it needs to be done. Pray about it, my boy. Gotta fix it for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that took up most of the time, so I think we can kind of move towards the ending part of the episode because we already an hour in. So one thing that I saw going around lately is it's like this 10-year kind of not really a challenge, but like a 10-year thing, like what you were doing in 2016.
2016,
which doesn't seem like that long ago, to be honest. At the same time, it's been a while.
2016 seemed like it was 5 years ago.
Right.
Nah, nigga.
It's a decade ago.
A decade ago, my boy.
2000 was 26 years ago.
Man.
But it was two separate things that, and it overlaps eras. So one of the things was it's a song that reminds you of MySpace. Like if you think about MySpace and how it was, what's the song that reminds you of MySpace?
So Icy.
Young Jeezy, In My Hood, where it's like, anything I do it for my hood. That's the one. That's the one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Like
So Icy for me. So Icy.
Yeah, for sure.
Hustler music, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Anything Carter 2. Anything Carter 2.
No, I was thinking about Kanye, Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good one too.
Yes.
That's a good one
too.
Slow down.
So what is it?
Was the
2003.
What about I feel like I heard a lot of the Lil Wayne, was it the Bring the Beat Back? That
Drought
one?
3. Anything Drought 3.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anything Drought 3. Yeah. Anything.
Sure.
Disc 1 and Disc 2.
Put
Drought 3.
On For My City, Jeezy.
Yeah. Put on.
You know what?
That's 2008. I was graduating.
As I think about it, it is a lot of Jeezy, Lil Wayne,
is a lot of
Gucci,
like, yeah.
and then Kanye.
That was the big three, especially for us here in the South, in that MySpace era, which was like what 2005 to probably 2010 or something like that.
Yeah, like right around there.
Them was the three niggas right there. It was Gucci, Lil Wayne, Jeezy. Them three.
Much ice. I should have brought my
bar. Somebody little music playlist had at least 15 songs from all three of them artists on that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't one of them,
I think Ross was on that too. Ross started getting on the scene a little bit.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling was what? 05?
Ross didn't really hit his stride until after when we was all on Facebook, bro. That's when he really started to take off.
Yeah.
I feel like Ace Hood was bigger than Ross back then.
Yeah.
He was at the
end. Nah, I think they were about.
No, for MySpace.
They was close.
No, for MySpace. I'm not saying for overall. For MySpace, I think he was just.
Yeah, everything was mixtape Wayne, Young Jeezy, Gucci Mane,
Boosie in there too.
Boosie. Cause INDEPEN, yeah, that was on there. Wipe Me Down was we were in the height of Wipe Me Down era.
Set it off in this motherfucker.
Yeah, set it off. So
yeah, a lot of people had the same at least similar songs. It wasn't like you had like nowadays. I think it will be very different for people because music is like very different from person to person. Like you got all this different type of rap, but back then,
yeah, Gorilla Zoe
had like a couple songs that were the same.
What was Buddy name? I can't remember Buddy name. This is the way I live. Little boy still pushing big wheels. That reminds me of
There's another artist, one hit. What's his name? Mims. This is why I'm hot.
Yeah, this is why I'm hot. I had that on my
yesterday, bro.
I had
This
that
is the
on
way I
my
live
page.
was that dude. It was I think he was Baby Boy the Prince.
Yeah, Baby Boy the Prince. Yeah, those two records right there ran. Those was the best one hit wonders at the time. So you know, those reminded me of MySpace a lot because I remember having "This Is Why I'm Hot" with the red monkey jeans, with SpongeBob in the red monkey jeans, with the money in it.
What were we
and
doing
it was
with
like
ourselves, bro?
Stuff was falling down. The Matrix
What were we
code
doing
falling
with ourselves,
down.
Hey, that's back when social media was something you logged into. Now niggas we log into life for a little bit in between social media, bro.
Right.
Back then, you know what I'm saying, you got on your computer for maybe an hour and a half. You sent some friend requests, you sent a couple messages, wrote on a nigga
put some
wall.
pictures up.
You know what I'm saying? Put some pictures up from your digital camera, made sure you were still on somebody's top 8, and then you logged
You
out.
had a top 4, top 8, top 12, top 16, whatever you had.
You moved some niggas up and down depending on how they pissed you off that day, and then you logged off and you went outside, bro.
100%. 100%. You went outside and you went and lived your life, and then you had to come back with the life you lived to put it on social media.
Now, you know, a song that I was thinking that is on there that I haven't heard probably since then is Plies Plenty Money. I have not heard that song.
Plenty money. I had the CD, so like I ain't tripping. I had the CD.
I
had that whole CD. Got Him Hating is on there. What else on there?
Oh yeah.
You know,
All
me, I
Black.
was super lyrical, so I think I might have had like Lupe and Kanye on mine. I think Lil Wayne really like defined that era for sure.
For sure.
I mean, if it wasn't one of them, it was like a Tampa song.
For sure. I had a bunch of Tom G on that bitch. Or Tampa Tony.
G.
Was that
Rated
Strobe?
R.
That was Strobe Music 2.5 at that time.
You know,
I ain't even supposed to be in here tonight, but all that shit
that
over
over
here
there.
tonight.
I think Lil Key
Ballers in the Matrix, yeah, get right, cause
So the looking at the list, let me see, because people didn't put, they didn't list them out, so I can't see it. Somebody put Shorty Like Mine. I never heard that on MySpace.
I had the ringtone.
I heard that, yeah.
Because that was back when we bought ringtones.
Page, bro.
See, but that was the second.
Back
That
when
was
we
the
bought
second part of the
ringtones.
question, because the other one was 106 in Park, which is a little bit different because 106 in Park went earlier. It's like, what's the song you remember from then?
No, I had some songs.
Lil Bow.
Yeah, like
I had some Chris Brown songs on mine. That first album, Chris Brown.
Oh,
that nigga ran 106 in Park, bro.
Excuse me, Miss.
Excuse me, Miss Yo.
Sierra featuring Ludacris.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Fire. Fuego.
Was that Omarion Icebox time?
Icebox where
Omarion Icebox?
I'm gonna tell you the record I used to rock with. Touch.
Oh,
oh yeah.
Yo.
Bro, you know what's funny that you bring all this up, P? Last night, bro, while I couldn't fall asleep, so you know I'm on my phone, and I done found this page on TikTok, and I'm just doom scrolling this page, and it's got all the throwback songs that from when we grew up. One of the songs came up was the Omarion song "Touch." So I'm watching the video because they got the music video playing. Bro, I did not realize how many Crank That dances they had, bro.
Yeah.
It was like 30
Crank
of them.
That Yank,
Batman,
Superman,
yeah,
like SpongeBob.
Crank That Soulja Boy, of course, the original.
The one song I hated that used to come on 106 in Park all the time, I feel like, was Sierra Like a Boy. I used to hate that.
I hated that song too. You're not the only one.
What if I had a friend on the side, made you cry?
And I hated but I hated Beyonce. But I hated Beyonce's version of it too. So it's just like, bro, this is what y'all think of men, bro. Like y'all suck. I hate y'all.
Why you getting mad? Can you handle that? Hey, that was my shit. I like that song, bro. That song was funny to me, though.
I think my favorite Sierra song is Promise. That's my favorite Sierra song.
Yeah,
Promise.
that's it.
That's my favorite Sierra song. And it's more so for the video.
It's more so and getting
I think
some cheeks too.
I think my favorite Sierra. Yeah, my favorite Sierra song is probably Body Party.
Mine is old, but it's cause Luda coming that bitch and Luda just kill it, bro. Like that verse
Luda
so cold in that shit, bro.
Anything Missy Elliott too reminds me of.
I know this not
he
on
had a
topic.
hard verse with Missy Elliott.
Y'all seen Luda
Gossip
dropped out of MAGA Fest?
As he should.
Yeah,
smart choice.
I think it's too late. Right. I think it's too late, but he dropped out.
He rich enough.
I don't think
he
it's
don't
too
need
late.
that money.
It ain't too late.
It ain't too late. Nelly,
he waited for the backlash. He waited for the backlash and was like, "Damn, let me not do this.
I'm rich enough. I don't need to do this."
Better late than never. Cause Nelly ass still in there. Nelly ain't turning down that check.
But never late is better.
Nelly need it. Nelly need that money.
But yeah, that'll end it for this week. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add in before we get out of here?
Shout out to the University of Indiana.
Word.
National champs.
You don't need to shout
we did. Carson Beck did what Carson Beck does when they needed him most. He threw an interception. So that's what's up.
Don't do Miami fans like that.
That's what's up. The media need to stop. Let's stop calling Josh Allen. That nigga lost the game for them. Cut that shit out. If Lamar Jackson would have had that same game, y'all would have crucified that nigga. So
same with Justin Herbert.
Keep that same energy. Don't nobody care because that nigga cried at the podium. I'd cry too if I had 5 turnovers and lost my team a game. So
and got the coach fired.
Suck it up, bitch.
And
hey man, pray. Hey man, y'all pray for CJ Stroud, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, pray for CJ Stroud, bro.
Pray for Cornelius Jr., bro. We gotta pray for this nigga, dog.
He's struggling.
Cornelius Jr., dog. We gotta pray for him, dog.
He looked corny in that game.
Peace.